Today, I wanted to do a video and talk about just being relentless, not taking no for an answer. In all plans and in all routes to success, it's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be a bunch of no's before you get to yeses. And I just want to talk about how you really need to not take no for an answer until no is the absolute no. There is no other way possible. But until then, using every resource and every ounce of energy and every ounce of brain power and every ounce of focus to obtain the goal that you're trying to get to. It comes from within you. You just gotta want what it is that you want bad enough. You know, a lot of times I look at people and I listen to them, and it's just like I hear your excuse, and it's just like you just don't want it that bad, and I was watching a pharmacist the other day. It's this documentary on Netflix. Basically, this guy that works at this pharmacy, his son got shot in Louisiana in the Ninth Ward. The detectives didn't want to investigate it. It was just saying that it was just another crackhead that got shot, pretty much just swept it under the rug. And this guy, Dan, that worked at the pharmacist, it was his son. His son was 22. He wasn't willing to let it go. He was just like, yo, no, I can't live. He couldn't live. He didn't want to live. He wanted to kill himself, him and his wife. But, they couldn't get themselves to do it. They talked themselves off the ledge. I'm glad they did. And he said, well, if they don't want to investigate it, I'll investigate it myself. And that's kind of how, that's the point that you need to get to. Basically, in all things, you need to expedite that as soon as possible. You need to get to a place where you're like, you know what? Until I get a structure, until I get help, until people are fans of me, until I get a manager or a brand manager, product manager, whatever type of help that you need, until you get it, you got to have the mindset of, I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. I'm going to give it all I got. And while I'm doing it, hopefully people see that I am giving all I got, and I'm not going to stop, and they come in and they help me. But basically, this dude went to the ninth Ward, white guy, going to an all-black neighborhood, bad neighborhood, known for people dying, door knocking on everybody's door. You got information? Do you got information? Nobody giving them information. Nobody giving them information. Nobody want to snitch, right? So, the door knocking didn't really work that well. You got a couple people, but it was nothing really solid. So he ends up saying, well, I'm just going to get a phone book and just call everybody in the phone book. Every name, I'm just going to call everybody in that neighborhood. So he gets out the phone book, calling 40, 50 people a day. 40, 50 people a day. Bunch of no's, no, I don't know nothing. Finally, he gets this lady after, I don't know how long time, no, bunch of calls, bunch of no's. Finally, this lady is willing to talk. Long story short, he solved the case of the murder. Like he pretty much solved the case of the murder and just gave it to the detectives, and they were able to do whatever they had to do. But the dude was relentless, and his why was so big. I mean, he was already willing to die and kill himself, so he didn't have nothing to really live for. So all he wanted to know is who killed his son, and he thought that that would probably make him feel better. And I mean, he figured it out. And I think that without going that extreme, you don't need to lose anybody to get extreme with what it is that you want in the things that you want to obtain. Like, you have to have that mentality, of just getting it done by any means necessary. Obviously not stealing and deceit type of things, but I mean, by any means necessary. Call everybody in your phone, hit everybody on social media, email everybody that you know. I mean, really, really dig deep and go in and go after what it is that you want in life. It is possible to obtain if you get laser focused and stop taking no for an answer so easily. Stop giving up so easily. Go after what it is that you want.